Good morning, good morning. Whoops, that was a bit too far down. Hadn't checked that part. Checked everything else. I'm Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Welcome to those who are here in live stream mode, as in seeing me live, and welcome to those who are watching as replay. Lovely to have you here. So, it's a beautiful day outside, as you may have seen. If you saw that, here, I'll just do it again. Just for those, just to appreciate. Oh, ugh, that looks awful. I think the sun shifted shifted its angle from when I last looked just a moment or two ago. It's right into the camera lens. Not very good, is it? Anyway, we're not here for the weather report, technically. We're here for the cards connecting with your guiding spirits. Take that breath and ask them to show you what the cards are meaning for you specifically, okay? As well as how I might interpret them. It could gel with you or it might not, but you know from your inner self, with the help of spirit, what they do mean for you today. Right, here we go. We do have the Gilded Breviary Lenormand. Oh gosh, tripped over that one. That Lenormand or Lenormand. Straight Anglo-English like I speak. It's Lenormand. So Gilded Breviary Lenormand with Ciro Marchetti is the artist and creator of this deck in particular, and it's the expanded edition. We have the three cards that are the spread this morning. So it's the home or house. It's the house in the home space. It's got the fish in the general theme, and it is the park or garden as the workspace. And here we have our card. Let's bring our card up. And there are two things we should give our children. The one is roots and the other is wings. And isn't it beautiful, that gorgeous flying owl? I do love them. Do love the owls. Let's zoom into the cards. Whoop, that's a bit too big. And here we go. We've got them all fully viewed. There we go. That looks more balanced. Wonderful. So what we have with the energies today, oops, and I'm just going to flick that switch over. Did that change that to the buy me a coffee? Yes, it did. Good morning, Corinna. Lovely to have you here this morning in live, in time almost. I've only just started to read them. So that's cool. And here is the links to the two, whoops, the two webs that I've put up, and here it is. Only took 3 minutes for the notification today. Yeah, isn't it amazing how Facebook's really consistent? Not, but that's okay. And there's the other link, is for the Buy Me a Coffee. I have put both of those in today. I don't usually, but I have for today. So what we're going to do is start on the reading. Here we go. Fish, abundance, absolutely. We've got that as the start of the day, and I have a funny feeling it did throw itself out at one point when I was shuffling too. So I think they're really wanting to be noticed, as in taking notice of other things around you, other people that might be helpful, influential in what is going to be an abundant day. So tap into that is the energy of working together with others to bring in that abundance. And look, in whatever way it is that you're intending abundance to be for you, what it means for you. Is it money? If that's what you're wanting to, there's nothing wrong with wanting more money. It's the intention that it's put to as that flow of the energy we use to exchange our skills and talents and all of that. You know, when we're at work, we are exchanging our time and our skills and talents for that money. And the money is then used in our home space. Most times we're not using it back in our workspace, but for business owners, that's true. It's getting that balance and having it really bring in what is needed for that fullness of life, living a wholesome, a holistic, a balanced life, and sharing that with others, because it's not too often where we have our, our living's not isolated for most people, I'll say, so that you are sharing that you have with others. So that's where the abundance is coming in. Sometimes it takes the spending of our money, our income, that we've earned, and it brings in a return. That's, whether it's our time, the skills, the talents that we have, is that is our money as such. So I think really it's taking time to think about how that is working in your life to bring in what is more of what we do desire and what we do want in life. So have that as an awareness, conscious thought process for the day today, that what you are doing is growing that abundance, and have the attention to it. You're pointing in your direction of what you want. Okay, in the home space, we've got the home card, we've got the house card. So absolute perfect location for it, of course, because we're having the emphasis more on that is our home, with the house card, that sense of hospitality, that sense of security, and the loving where you are, where you live, the putting the best effort that you can into making it homely and bringing it as a completeness of the people who live within it as well, feeling at home and having that sense of security, and really getting into what we need to be doing, being the people we have, what we're needing in our home. And because I've just seen, I was giggling to myself, Corinna, because you've got perfect day for housework then. I think it might be housework. It's whatever you want to feel with your home space. Just to relax as well if you so desire. That's another one. And yes, it's a good chilly morning. I think it's had a little bit of frostiness here, because I can see the glisten of what might be the remnants of ice on the grass. So, whether it is a frost or not, it's so nice to actually feel that sense of comfort too within this space, going inside and feeling the warmth, because not that I've had the heater going all night, but I have got it going behind me now. It is still that sense of a cuddle in some respect. I feel a cuddle as I come inside now, because it's, well, I always have within my home space, because I love my home. And I would hope that it's reflected to those that come in as well. And here we are with the gate open and that feeling of being welcomed. And also what comes to mind is the Honiton village when I visited there, with the hobbit homes with the little round doors. So gorgeous, to have a house like that. I'd love to. I don't think it's practical where I am here, because number one, I'm not on a hill. So I couldn't bury a house in a hill. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I do like this, the cuteness and the sense of wanting to walk inside. And here we are, we're moving across now and bringing that sense of homeliness into our workspace, because this is an extension of who we are, working where we are, involved with that work, bringing it, because work is the public place of who we are a lot of the time. So we're out and about in whatever way you are putting your employment into action, whether you are employed by another or you're working your own business. It's creating that sense of magnificence. I'm feeling this as you're going up what almost seems like a grand staircase to this gazebo. It's beautiful, with its beautiful tropical looking plants, palm. I've got 3 palm trees in my backyard, and it does give that feeling of, especially as they're growing so fast, feeling of, exotic in some sense, but it's just that the stability. They've been there a long time, and you can see how fast they grow in that sense of tropicalness, tropical seasons, the seasonality of things, and how gardens can change with the seasons so much, being through, obviously, it's the summer, winter, autumn, spring. All of the, or however the order is, I can't remember. It's summer, autumn, winter, spring, isn't it? This is obviously looking like it's a spring garden. type style of thing. There's the peacock, or some magnificent bird. Peacock there, the fountain is flowing and it's bringing that invitation to sit, rest, appreciate the beauty, but also put your stuff out there and shine, because that's what this garden is doing. The butterflies, the birds, everything. You can imagine the whole shebang of feeling the comfort of sitting in a little seat next to that beautiful plant in a gazebo. It's hearing the water flow. So it's bringing that sense of that is the openness of the Mother Nature feeling of being in a natural state in your work today. Bring it in. So bring that energy in so that it can then flow out again to be that you shine out to the world in however you're creating, whatever you do in your work. It just has that beautiful, beautiful feeling about it. So if at any point in your work today that you feel like you're a bit in the doldrums because, it's so hard work, and yes, that type of garden would take a lot of hard work, it's that respite from it as you can sit where you've created what you want, what you need in that imagining. Or in real life, you might have a garden similar to this that you can just pop out to in between your works, whatever you're doing as far as your work goes. And that does almost look like it is a person sitting on that beautiful seat, on a seat there. Oh, I think it might be a statue. I just had to have a quick look. But imagine it being yourself as you need that little bit of respite throughout the day as you're hard at work, because it does take a lot of work making something like this and growing it into what you want to design it as for your peace of mind, for your mental health, for your just beingness in what is Mother Earth's beauty. Because we do have that, don't we? So here we have that sense of beautiful abundance of safety and security and being able to appreciate everything around us, just as 3 cards, the air, earth, water, and the abundance that we have within it. Okay, so that's pretty much the reading that I've got for you today. If you've got any other types of interpretations from those 3 cards that you'd like to share, put them in the comments below and share your idea of what they might mean for you. Even if there's been something that, by the end of the day, come back to the post and see, can you bookmark posts? I can't remember. Come back and write what might have been an event that you've experienced through the day that is absolutely relevant to what the cards have shown you this morning. That's another way of just jotting down little wow, aha moments, that sort of stuff. So thank you for being here with me this morning. I'm just going to type in, because I am still going to be online with the Sea of Stars. I have that up and running throughout the day in the background. And so that's another way of coming to have an online reading that's in the immediate and aspect time-wise, or you can book through those other spaces that I've mentioned as well, the psychic.online and, the Buy Me a Coffee, that's got, I'm getting low on coffee. I probably need a top up, and at the moment I'm trying it without milk, which I'm not as keen on, but that's okay. I'm still having it without milk. That's all right. It's like some things we need to experiment with because of potential health issues with it. I'm trying it out that way for another stint to remind myself. So anyway, look, we go through what we do in our lives. I forgot I had the icon still there. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Lovely to have you here. Even if you're on the tail end of it, I'm just finishing up. So you might have to watch the restart, the replay, I mean. So thank you for that. So there's nothing else really that I've got from the cards this morning besides be the best you that you can be, as I always mention at this point in the reading. Is I do love the spread. I think it's a lovely and abundant one of just being in our spaces that we inhabit. as far as our homes. And for some, it is our workspace. For others, you go out to work and you come back to home. I think it's just that wonderful reminder of how abundant we have our lives here in Australia, because that's where I am. Have wherever you are, even if you're not in the in a space that you'd really want to be, feel that gratefulness for where you are to grow that is going to be your abundance. Okay. Oh, and Corinna, what have you got here? Oh, you just reminded me to put my coffee in the Thermomix, otherwise I'd be drinking warm milk. That's a good way of doing it. So how do you do it in the Thermomix? Is that for grinding your coffee, or you actually heat your coffee in the Thermomix rather than a microwave or something? That's interesting. I've not done that before. I've certainly, oh, you've just given me an idea. I think I might even actually do some chai tea in that. It'd be lovely for you to share that with me. I'd like that tip and hint about coffee in a Thermomix. Okay, thank you, Karina. Okay, we'll get going because we all have things to do today, as per usual, of course. And I do appreciate your time. I value your time, and you know how much I love you being here and that I can share with you with this technology. So keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste until tomorrow. Bye for now.